What's going on, guys? Flatline Blades. Thanks for tuning in. Got something pretty badass to check out today. I got sent by a really cool guy several knives at the same time, and so he ended up putting them in a little Pelican case or whatever brand it is. So anyway, I didn't get sent stuff with boxes or COAs, which is totally fine. It makes sense. But this is a Oden Customs Ripper. This is number 126. It's Magna Cut. The pattern is called What the Hex, and this one has says zinc collars upgrade. It's got this really cool hex pattern holes. You can see through the whole thing when the blade's out. Really awesome colors on the blade. It's got a sweet clip. I absolutely love this backspacer. It's crazy looking. Doesn't look like it's touching the inside. It kind of looks like it's just floating there. I'm trying to see if I can get a little bit better of a view here. I turned the main overhead light off. I'm trying something different. Hopefully this is not a bust because of it. This thing is just absolutely wicked. I mean, the colors, the action, just the small little stuff, the backspacer, the clip, everything's cool. Action is amazing. The one thing that they absolutely killed and nailed on this thing is not only is the lock bar access really good, it's really easy to move. I know that sounds so stupid. It's not like I'm crying, oh, my knife has too strong of a lock bar to press it over. I'm just saying, like, the combination of the access, the size, how much it's sticking up, and the ease of pressing over is just an awesome combination. This blade is just absolutely wicked. So it feels great in the hand. I really like the knife. Just overall was my first impressions. Had it in my possession a couple of days now, approaching a week actually. But I got sent multiple Evos. I've never had one before, and a Rosie by Richard, so it's really appreciated. So obviously, since it's got this giant, it's a giant recurve. Obviously, nobody's going to look at that and really call it a recurve, but because of that, I'm sure if I was to put a string in there, the actual cutting edge would be probably closer to 4 inches. But as far as looking at it compared to a ruler goes, blade length is a little under 4. It's probably technically 3.75, and with the finger choil in there, the actual cutting edge lengthwise is a little under 3.5. Let me make sure it's perfect here. So, I mean, it's barely under 3.5. I'm sure most people would just say it's 3.5. Overall length looks about 8 3/4. A touch over 8.5, somewhere between 8.5 and 8 3/4. This thing is just super wicked. I got horses having cows in the background. I know that sounded kind of stupid, and of course I would have some animal screaming in the background. This is barely getting on screen. Come on, baby. We got 4.9 on the scale. And make sure that's on there correctly, because that just doesn't seem right. 4 millimeters. I guess it drops down though. Check the handle thickness here. 14, 4. So it's a touch over a ½ inch thick. All right, so my impressions of it, it's wicked. I actually like it a lot more than I thought I would. Action is amazing. The ergos are amazing. Now, I hate getting into, utilitarian use or saying if this is a novelty or if this is a good actual blade. I tell you what, for cutting up boxes and tape, I'm sure this thing would be just insane. As far as self-defense, I'm not even trying to get into that conversation because I know people are going to say, knife. But this thing is a freaking claw. So yeah, I can definitely see it being an actual useful blade, not just looking ridiculous and sick. I don't know if I mentioned, I guess I did in the title, it is magnet cut. They call this pattern What the Hex, which that sounds pretty badass. It's cool. I love the little details. It's got a really cool pivot. The jimping is awesome. It's in a great spot. There's no goofy hot spots anywhere. It's a good working, usable finger choil. Action is really good. I really like this knife. I mean, I knew I liked it just looking at it, but having it in your hand is a totally different story. It's badass. I really like it. It's definitely different. I get the hype. I hate that I've had a lot of knives recently where I've been giving them, most of them I've been getting a lot of love and praise, but I mean, I got sent a bunch of badass knives. I mean, what do you want me to do? Talk shit about knives that I like that are sweet? I mean, obviously there's going to be better knives out there for every day as far as utilitarian goes. Is this thing super freaking sick? Absolutely. So that's about how much sticks out of your pocket. Put it in your pocket. Not bad at all. Obviously it's got a big lanyard hole in the back spacer. I really like this back spacer. It's really intriguing. So I really love, I really like it. Overall, everything. I like it better than I thought I would. It's sweet. Richard, I appreciate it. This thing's badass. It's a home run. I don't know what else to say about it. So, Flatline Blades, I'm out. Thanks for checking it out, guys.